My name is Sarah Bawani. I was born in the United States, kind of grew up in different states around the country. When I was younger, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was always told I was really bright, that I was really smart. People always would tell me that I was going to grow up to become something really great. My dad thought I would be a good lawyer. I thought law was boring. Around high school, I decided I wanted to become a doctor because I'm brown and I'm smart, and that's what we do. I don't think people talk enough about the growth that you experience in college and how much change you go through and how it affects you emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. But really, my college experience was difficult, mostly because of the financial struggles. I went through a lot of depression. I went through a lot of anxiety. When I discovered that the loan I had taken out was accumulating interest by the day, I went through several options and just trying to figure out what to do. And one of them was quitting school. But at the end of the day, that wouldn't have solved anything because the loan would still be there. I couldn't get it back. I couldn't take my tuition money out and repay it. So essentially, I was stuck with it, and I had to figure out what to do to get rid of it. I was just immersed in all this guilt. Guilt in the sense that I was trying to pursue a career to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and serve my community, which is something I'd always wanted to do. But at the same time, the means I had to go about doing it was something that was displeasing to Him. And it was just this really weird, trying to figure out how I could reconcile that, and it wasn't possible. So I worked about 25 hours a week at a desk job, and then I took on a ride-sharing job, which a lot of people would consider unsafe for a Muslim female like myself. My friends always saw me just constantly working because it was just always on my mind. I have to pay off this loan, I have to pay off this loan, I have to make this monthly payment, I have to make my rent. I couldn't sleep. It was just a huge stress. And so everything just kind of took a halt. I just plunged into a lot of depression. I almost got kicked out of school because I wasn't doing very well. Emotionally, I was pretty unstable. My professors noticed and they thought I wasn't cut out for the program, but they couldn't understand. They didn't understand what I was going through. They didn't understand the guilt I was feeling just for trying to fund my education. The concept of interest being haram is not something they can really fathom. So to them, it was just that I wasn't cut out for the program. When ACC kind of came around and I discovered that this was an organization that provided interest-free loans for Muslim students, I felt like I had hope again. There was another option out there for me. The loan I initially took out for graduate school, the interest rate on that was 6.6%. On average, I paid about $228 per month. $110 went towards the interest, so that's about 48%, and $118 went towards the principal, so about 52%. If I had continued on this way, I would have paid almost $7,400 in addition to the loan, which is an additional 37% to what I already owed. After ACC, I was paying 0% interest on the loan. My monthly payment was $200, and if I'd continued on this way, I would have had $0 of interest after I finished paying off my loan.
And how does that feel?
It feels great. It's wonderful. It's a breath of fresh air. It's a huge relief. Once I was able to use a lot of what I got from ACC to pay off that loan and then focus on just paying off the ACC loan, it was like a burden was lifted off my shoulders. It was just a blessing that I discovered this organization around the time that I was really struggling. I had prayed for something like this and Allah answered my du'as. My message to anyone who wants to donate to ACC or is considering donating to ACC is that anything you give helps and that everything you give will go to help better someone's life. The only thing you're investing in by donating is our future and our future as an ummah. The fact that we have an option that is halal is the best thing that we could possibly have as graduate students. Please donate, definitely donate. It would mean the world to myself and so many other students I know who will come after me. The word I would use to describe what a continuous charity has meant for me would be hope.